Hello, welcome back. I've restarted my timers and now I'm going to start shaping this tyre a little bit better. This tread I should say. I'm wondering, it's that cage what confuses me, so let's put the cage on. So it's moulded to the tyre. Now, let's have a look. If I grab that edge there, put proportional editing back on, grab it on the Z, take it up a little bit more. I'm trying to level it out so I can see where it is now. It's that vert on this edge one. So go into vert select, grab that on the Z and bring that, turn proportional editing off, grab that on the Z and bring it down just a little bit like that. And that one wants to go up a little bit, grab it on the Z. That's better. Now I'm more happy with that. Right, turn my little television back on to turn my modifiers back on. And you can see them now taking shape now. That's a very thick tread, so let's see if I can bring it down a fraction. Come into solidify, drop it down one notch, and make sure it's still inside the tyre, which it's not. So I think what I'll do is I'll reduce the offset, put that back in, and I'll bring it out with the solidify. It's going the wrong way. Oops, like that. Yes, I'm happy with that. You can see it's shaping round nicely. So I'll grab that, grab them two together, I'll bring that into isolation now. So now I've got that, I'll click on that one there and I'll apply the shrink wrap, and hopefully the solidify should apply as well. Yes, it does, because usually when I've done this before it's just vanished and you've got to look for it. Right, that's the first bit of my wheel done. I don't want to apply my array yet, and you'll see why, because what I'm going to do with that now is I'm going to put another modifier on it and I'm going to add a bevel. Take that down to 0 and let's put it on something like 0.005, which is too much. I'll put it on 0.002. That's a bit better. I wonder if that's alright. Right click, shade auto smooth. I think that will be alright there. Let's try one more. 0.001. Even better. Right, just so you take the edges of that rubber off, nothing is that sharp in reality. So I'll apply that bevel. If we tab in now and I do an A, you'll see the face that's active. The one that's active is this one. And I'm going to apply my mirror, mark my seams now so that, mark my seams now so that it'll transfer it to all the others. So if I select those four, press Ctrl plus on the keyboard, it will highlight the next row of faces up. X faces. Let's come out and make sure that is still in the tyre. And that's as close as I'm going to get it, I think. The thing you don't want is when you zoom round it to see gaps between that and the tyre. You can see a little tiny gap there. So what I'm going to do is Control Z, take that back into isolation, and I'll just take Control minus, we'll take the faces back one, and I'll just take that inner face there and leave the bevel bit. There we are, now it's peeping through. So come back into isolation, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark the seams. So let's do an A. I'll select that face, that face, that face and that face, and I'll do a Control E, mark seam. That marks the inner seam there. Then I'll grab in edge select, I'll grab that edge there, right click, mark seam, and don't forget we've still got this bit on the inside as well, so I need to mark that as well, mark seam, because if we don't, when you come to wrap it you'll see it stretch because one little part is still joined. A, and I should be able to see the seams. Yes, they're there. Let's make sure they're marked, because if we don't, I've got a lot of faces to do by hand if it's not done correctly. And you can, I don't need that there, or that one, or that one. Right click, clear seam. I only want it marked around the outer edge, so that's good as that. Now I can apply the array modifier now. So tab out, click apply, and you can see now it's transferred them seams to every one. Now I can get rid of this x-axis, I don't need it anymore. And what I can do now is I can grab that, add a modifier, add a mirror, I can select the pipette and I can mirror it around the tyre so it appears on the other side now, and that's got me tread in place for that one. Alt H, bring back the centre hub, and that's my wheel done. So I'm going to click on that, click on the wheel, hide that because I've marked the seams on that, and I've just got to mark the seams on this tyre now. So I'm going to grab that there, that edge there, all the way around, right click, mark a seam, and that is essentially done. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So Alt H, oops, take it out of isolation. Alt H to minute. I'm in isolation. Alt H, bring everything back, and that's my wheel finished at last. So I'll take that one, make sure the modifiers are applied. That one, apply the modifiers. That one, apply the modifier again. And now I can click that one, and that one, do a Control J, that will join everything together. Control A, all transform, set origin to geometry, puts the geometry back in the centre of the wheel, and that's my wheel finished. And I'll show you now why I've done that, because before I go any further I'm going to put some texture on this wheel. But I think, looking at my timer, I think I'll do that in the next one, and I'll say thank you for watching, and I'll be back in a few moments where I'll texture this tyre.